Do you find yourself asking why bad things keep happening to me? Then this is for you. Because what 99% of people don't realize is that this is a sign of you transcending to that next stage of your life, your spiritual awakening journey. When we go through bad things, it's the experience that we came here to have. We chose everything. Now, this can be a bit of a hard pill to swallow, so stick with me here because I'm going to explain why and what you can do to radically shift your life from within so that you can allow your soul to grow. Now, it's hard to imagine that we chose the life that we're currently living. Our family, our culture, our circumstances, all these create the world that we live in. They influence who we are today. Now, on the one hand, our higher self came here to have these human experiences because only on this planet, in the third dimension, can we obtain these experiences. It's the only way that consciousness can experience itself. It's the only way that it can expand and grow. Basically, experience all these denser earthly energies of shame, fear, guilt, anything of a low vibrational energy. But if for a minute you believe that it was the power of your attention that created your current life, then you also within you have the power to manifest a new one, right? And you can do this by focusing your attention on something else, something new, and you can do this from that present moment of now. And the way to do that is by accepting that everything that you've been through so far was there for a reason, for your choosing, whether unconsciously, conditioned by parents, culture, society, beliefs, which all influence who you are today. And that's a contrast. It's serving its own purpose, and that's a good thing. But when you're unaware, you're feeling stuck, you're asking, why do bad things keep happening to me? Why do I have to suffer? Why have I got this kind of life? What's my purpose in life? But really, all this is necessary for your journey, for your soul to grow, to find your dream life. And you do this through the power of focused attention and through the journey of learning lessons. The human self doesn't realize that it was there for your choosing, but your entire multidimensional self knew that being born into this situation is going to lead you to have these particular experiences and learn particular lessons, because this is what's going to help your soul to grow. Your soul consciousness or your higher self wants to experience many different scenarios with family, economic conditions, social status, individual or spiritual belief, and your soul goes through many different lifetimes in the hope of spiritual growth. And you may have heard this before, but many people call this soul contract. And by accepting that your soul wanted to incarnate here, helps people with the feeling of being satisfied and allows them to then process what they are going through and what they've been through. And what I'm sharing with you here, people like Matthias Di Stefano and Eckhart Tolle have all talked about these mystic spiritual principles. And when we're going through something like this, whether we receive signs, messages, whispers during our meditations, whatever we receive, it's all part of the spiritual awakening process, the spiritual awakening journey. And then this is what you can then use to give yourself a new sense of purpose. When you're conscious and aware, you can alter and create new thoughts and feelings. So I want to remind you that your thoughts are electric signals. Your feelings are magnetic signals. So how you think and feel will broadcast a certain type of frequency. This electromagnetic signal is what creates your life. Change your thoughts and feelings and you can create a new life. So you're no longer in a state of constant worry, thinking, why do bad things keep happening to me? If you allow yourself to feel good now, and you truly accept who you are, where you are, and how great it feels to be living your life now, then you'll start to attract more of the same. And with that, you can now consciously go, well, okay, well, that's happened. What do I do with it now? Because all these experiences are teaching you lessons, even the karmic lessons that are necessary for your ascension process. So you can either A, be a victim and be like, life was against me, nothing was fair, wallow in it, be addicted to that chemical brain reaction that keeps you stuck in those low vibrational energies and allow these possessions to own you. Or option B, go, okay, these things created me into this person. What do these experiences allow me to do? What lessons has the karma that's come with that allowed me to learn? And this is you then taking your energy back out of those negative things, out of those things that are keeping you stuck, questioning you, making you question, why do bad things keep happening to me? All those low vibrational energies, allowing you to call that energy back into who you are in this present moment of now to create something new. And this could be you passing your knowledge on, teaching, healing, medicine, self-realization, self-knowing, self-worth, reconnecting with your higher self. And this is you then creating that something new from all those experiences that you've learned through, that you've been through. And calling your energy back will also allow you to redirect and focus your attention, your thoughts and your feelings onto something new. Give you that financial stability, good health and love. Allow you to create the kind of life that you actually want. For example, there's this osteopath that I've been to a few times. And before he went down that road, he actually suffered from a very major back injury. And this really affected him both physically and emotionally. And he went through a lot of pain and suffering. But over time, he learned to heal himself. And now he uses that to help others. So all that difficult period that he went through, all that suffering and that pain that he went through, he's actually now used that and found his purpose through that to help others and heal others. I myself used to believe and constantly live in a state of fight or flight. And it was because I never really had a sense of belonging. I had abandonment issues and I suffered from emotional abuse from a very young age. And this is what kept me stuck. But it wasn't until I started my own journey of healing, started to separate myself from everything that I went through and who I really was, that's when things started to become a little bit easier for me. And then about 2 years ago, I went through a very difficult period. It was the most painful experience of my life so far. And on the one hand, I kept receiving messages that this was an end of an era. You're going to be beginning a new chapter. You're going to start a new chapter. And I had no idea what was going on. And on the other hand, I was going through so much suffering, going through my own crisis. But this was my soul's journey, and I had to find myself and reclaim my power. And even though I didn't know it at that time, I wasn't aware of it, but this is what's led me here. And it can be a very unique, wonderful experience in its own way. And it doesn't have to be something big, something out there. It can be something so simple. But it's about you finding your voice, finding your power, reclaiming everything that you've been through, understanding the process of your spiritual journey and your human self at the same time. That all these experiences is what's going to make you who you are. So you have a choice, and you're here watching, so this is meant for you. And the key thing here is to take ownership of everything that you've been through, everything that's happened to you. And this is you reclaiming your sovereignty. And you can be like, oh, I own these experiences. They are mine, and I can do what I need to do. It's like someone giving you tools to find your way out of a cave, or tools in the form of love, energy, and intention. An intention that you can set yourself going forward, moving forward. Knowing that you can create the life that you want, to deliberately create the life that you want. Be a deliberate creator. Be selfish enough to want to create the life that you want. Because I want you to remember that everything is energy and frequency in this world. And you're then no longer feeling like a victim, waiting for someone to come and help you out of a sticky situation. And this is when you can be conscious and aware that, yes, I am the creator of my own life. I'm now going to share with you some steps that you can apply to your own life. But first, I want to remind you that this is a journey, it's a process. And change doesn't happen overnight. So be patient with yourself. Be gentle and kind to yourself. And every time you find yourself in a sticky situation, with conscious consistency over time, you will learn to catch yourself. Number 1, learn to flow through whatever comes up and remind yourself that nothing lasts forever. This is you allowing the river to carry you downstream, because whatever you want and whatever you desire is there downstream. So you need to just let go and trust and surrender to the universe. Number 2, change your perspective. And this can be like, okay, bad stuff has happened. There are lessons that I need to learn. There are karmic or generational trauma that needs to be released. These are necessary for my growth and will be useful later on in life. So it's almost like having that positive internal dialogue, that self-positive talk, because it's so easy to have a negative internal dialogue unconsciously that we rarely think about having a positive internal dialogue. So it's really important to build this up every time you catch yourself. Number 3, tell yourself that all these bad experiences and all this bad stuff have and will give you the tenacity and the inner strength to do what you need to do, because that's what's most important for your soul's purpose and your higher self to grow. Number 4, it's also a test to see if you can handle this or go through this gracefully without becoming a victim to your own circumstances. And I know this from personal experience that this is one of the hardest things to do. You can always find a way to feel ease, have gratitude and appreciation that will gradually allow you to get back to feeling neutral. Because remember, it's not about being up here 24/7, because that's not life, right? But it's about learning to flow through it, learning the lessons and not letting the contrast to completely drag you the other way. You'll then start to see things shifting and things aligning up for you. Your higher self paving the way for new things to enter your life. You'll start to attract wonderful things into your life because your vibrational frequency has changed. It's no longer what it used to be. You open up your channel to receive. But remember, your channel is never closed. It's just vibrating on a different broadcast signal. The frequency of it's just different. You just need to change it, fine tune it, align yourself. You go through that healing journey. You're conscious of your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. You're also no longer living in that old program of your old self, in that old identity. You're conscious and you're aware of all these bad things that are happening to you were there for a reason. And that bad is just a perception. It's an illusion. It's a construct of this third dimension thinking and living. And really, this is what was keeping you stuck. And to get to the other side, where you feel good, where you feel satisfied, these are the necessary building blocks to your life, to your purpose, to when you go on your spiritual awakening journey, to awaken within, so you're no longer living in a box or in your programmed self. Deep down, under all these illusions of the third dimension, you know exactly what you are capable of. You just need to let go and surrender. Believe in your undeniable strength. Tap into that abundance energy that is there ready to be used in this present moment, that will lead you to create wonderful new things and create the life that you want. And let me know in the comments below how you are getting on, what you've overcome or what you're going through, or even if you just want to say hello. And I hope you have an amazing week. Much love. Namaste.